Fucking, wanna play a game? Let's play a game.
Loyal friend, you know what I mean? If you're my friend and that, I'm loyal, you know. And it's hard to believe that somebody, oh no, you know, because I know how people like to pick and make up stories, but once I started seeing the evidence and the things that were true, I was like, damn, you know. And then you feel like an idiot, and that's exactly how I felt. I mean, I felt like a fucking idiot.
But you are fine with spreading lies about us and poor dirt farmer.
The only other problem that I have with PDF and that is the porn bombing.
Now, let's hear exactly what was said leading up to and after.
I mean, as I say, I talk to people who others won't talk to because they're on the wrong side of the fence, shall we say, right? They've got a different opinion. Everyone's entitled to have a different opinion, right? What's that? You were once nice to me in PDF. Oh, sorry, you were nice to me in, yeah. Well, that's it. You mentioned, I wasn't going to mention PDF for yourself, Mad Max, but as you've mentioned it, you've opened the door. You see things your way, other people see things a different way, right?
Well,
I don't care what your grief is with somebody else who I talk to, right? Some of the things which you say I find funny on one side, and some of the things on the other side I find funny. But that's my sense of humor. Well, I'm not taking sides.
That's the problem that I have with PDF. Not everybody that goes in there, but the problem that I have with PDF is I don't like the fact that he's picking on Gregory.
First lie he told.
You know what I'm saying? Because Gregory is a special person.
So was Gregory. Special when he tried to P-bomb a channel. Poor dirt farmer was the only one besides us to call those channels out for using Gregory.
And, you know, one of these days he could be in a situation where he need help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And for all the good that he has done or tries to do, and that will be overshadowed by the one thing when he actually needs help from somebody, you know? And
FYI, he just needed help. And news flash, everyone came together and helped him.
That's the way I look at it. Maybe it's just I see things different.
I don't agree with people being hateful or taking the mickey out of anybody who falls into the category of having disabilities, because I don't believe people have disabilities because they have the ability to do things.
That's not what Titty Boy just said. Let's hear exactly what was said. Medic.
A mental health issue because it is most of the time a chemical imbalance in your brain that you have no control over, and you have no more control over that than you do over getting cancer or getting diabetes or any other ailment that you have, because it's a physical impairment that happens to you, whether it be genetic or externally induced, but it is a physical impairment. And
so you build on that, not on the disabilities. Now, I don't know what's been going on between PDF and yourself, and it's got nothing to do with me. I will say this, I like Gregory.
Gregory's a good guy. He really is.
And I have no problems with Gregory at all. If I remember right, though, there was something about, oh no, I'm not going to go into it. But I try to stay out of it. I've had a pop at PDF in the past, but do you know what? I gone to PDF and I told him, you know, and we walked away agreeing to disagree. Now I have to have respect for that. I mean, he might call me every name under the sun behind my back. I don't care because I don't hear it, and I don't care what people say about me. I am only going to be true to myself, you know, and I will give it you honestly. if you ask my opinion, I'll give it. And sometimes if you don't ask my opinion, I'll give it.
Right.
I'd accept it or reject it. I don't really care, to be honest. If you want to discuss it on an adult basis, we'll discuss it on an adult basis. But I need to know more to be able to discuss things.
Well,
that means being a mediator. I'll be a mediator.
And Mad Max, I know y'all help Gregory with his channel. Okay. Tats is a good guy. A lot of people don't understand it. He's very passionate about this whole thing about the stolen valor and that, just like other military guys are. And I know some people don't understand that, but they served in a different time. You know what I mean?
That's funny. That idiot is a manipulator and bully that used others to believe they were being attacked in order to promote his channel.
And, as far as Indiana goes, I don't know what happened there. I didn't used to go to Gregory's channel. You know what I mean? And then when I started coming around, I go up and I hang out with him and have a good time because I like Gregory. He's a good guy. But Tats has been a good guy too. I think a lot of people don't understand Tats, or they take him the wrong way to begin with.
Maybe you should watch more clip channels like us before taking up for someone, since we do not edit what was said.
And, I consider him a brother.
Mad Max, I'm glad to know that you never talked about me. Only because if you did, I'd only like the right to reply. However, what I will say is I know that if I drop in, I will always be welcome. And, you will respect me and I will respect you. I don't talk about your drama.
The only other problem that I have with PDF and that is the porn bombing.
Second lie he told.
I don't agree with it. I think it's childish. But there again, we can agree to disagree.
And this is where we say, go watch our channel first, before you make accusations about us like you were about to do.
I mean, because at the end of the day, you're really not accomplishing anything because you just shut the stream down and delete it and do like I done, delete it off YouTube and then just edit the porn bomb out and carry on and re-put the live back up. I mean,
that's happened to you recently.
Yes.
That was one of those things, unfortunately. People are starting to use technology so that they can answer certain questions. Maybe that's the way forward to ask them to repeat a phrase or something like that, and use different phrases all the time. That's the only way you're going to find out whether they're real or not. Because they're using bots. They're getting very clever. But
well, according to Wrangler, he used the PDF elves to porn bomb my channel. I heard it come right out of his mouth on his live. Matter of fact, I still have the clip of that.
Third lie he told. We call bullshit on him having any cleep. Let's hear that again.
According to Wrangler, he used the PDF elves to porn bomb my channel. I heard it come right out of his mouth on his live. Matter of fact, I still have the clip of that.
Show it then. Bet you won't, since you were just about spreading lies.
Okay, can I clarify from my point of view this? I've never known PDF to porn bomb anybody. However, there's a separate group that supports PDF who are separate to PDF, and there's PDF elves. Again, I've spoken to them in the chat when they've been up, or one of them, and they've been respectful towards me. Again, this is all tit for tat. Excuse the expression. People need to grow up.
You ever heard that term, a guilty by association? If he's allowing it and people are associating it back to his channel, who's guilty?
Well, I don't agree with being guilty by association because I've been
Well,
called that.
I understand that. I don't either, but that's what happens, unfortunately.
It only happens on shit channels. Good people do not judge others by the channels they visit, like when you and Medic accused others of being poor dirt farmer, sock accounts, or when you allowed Craig to say all elves are us, or when you let Titty say a channel was bad just for watching us, and etc.
Yeah, but that's human nature, I suppose. But no, I on that one, Mad Max, I agree. As far as I'm aware, you've never porn bombed anyone, and you've always been against porn bombers. Now, there again, I've associated myself and been on panels with people who have admitted that they've porn bombed, but that's got nothing to do with me. That's what they do as an individual. What's that you're saying there, UK? The problem is longer and more often you speak on panels, it gives more of them to build a profile on software such as Audacity, which they're able to say anything with your voice. Yeah,
I've seen it on Frauditor Trolls recently. He had Denver Metro audits read off his own court case in his voice, and that's a fact.
Mm. Yeah, as I say, Mad Max, I've got nothing against PDF and the people who support PDF. The same way as I haven't got anything against people who don't like PDF. I talk to people on the level that they speak to me. And I must admit, and I will say this, when I've been on PDF's panel, he has been nothing but respectful, and he's acted in an adult way. So I have no issues on a personal level, you know.
Well, I think
I'm not going to get into who's done what, because
Right.
that's nothing to do with me. You know, I talk to everybody, and I am friends with different people. What I don't do is discuss what others groups have been doing, because that means I'm spreading crap, and I don't want to do that.
For the most part, Grim, I think you have seen I'm a pretty neutral channel when it comes to people coming in and out, and I normally don't, time people out or block them or whatever, and everything.
Only when
because I visit all different channels myself.
Yeah, I've seen you. The only time I've ever seen you block people is when people have been attacking individuals and have gone too far.
Yes,
that's the only time I've seen it.
You can't carry it too far. There's nothing wrong with a little ribbon. I rib the shit out of people sometimes too.
Oh, I do it to you quite easily at times. But that's just me. That's my sense of humor, and there's nothing vicious meant with it or anything like that.
I could go over to PDFs and sit on their panel and have a conversation with them and talk like me and you are talking and everything and be cool, but I'm not going to go on a panel and be belittled and made to look like an idiot either. You know what I'm saying?
Lies. You will not go to any channel, or you would be at good channels despite if they have someone you or your gang doesn't like.
No, I agree totally. With that, and I think that if that's the case, you do one or two things: you stay and fight your corner, or you leave. And if you leave, to me, that's fine as well, because that shows that you're not a coward. You're a bigger person. Yet some people will call you a coward for doing it, or they'll say, "I say, well, that's rage quitting." I said it in joke. No, we know that.
Yeah, I know that, Mad Max, and I ain't never had no beef as far as I know with you. I may have timed out a name or two or something, but I don't have any personal drama with you. You know what I mean? I don't really have any personal drama with PDF. What I don't like about PDF is picking on somebody, that has issues like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some of the stuff that he said about Indiana was wrong. You know, picking on somebody that got hit in the head by a shot put.
No, making jokes about things is way too. Move forward after a tragic event, as we know someone that actually had brain surgery after a track event, and he didn't use it like Craig is. That person made something of their self.
They had no control over that, and he suffered major brain damage from that. That could happen to anybody. I'm just thinking about, it's okay to rib somebody, but when you take it to that level, that sir is wrong. And that's just my opinion, but that's the way I feel about it,
Anyway, I don't like that. The only thing I'll say is that term, I prefer adults, not men. That's like saying men are men and women are women and never the twine will meet. We're all adults, or we should be. There's just some that act like children from time to time. And then I just don't bother. I'll come out of the chat or come away from the panel and let them talk to whatever shit they want to. It's not part and parcel of what I do. I do that quite a lot with different groups, to be honest, because I just don't really want to get involved. But there's a couple of people on the internet who are quite happy to have a go at. I'll give you a clue. The clowns, for one. Oh, and Wrangler. I've got to say it.
Yeah, I ain't got no use for Wrangler. And I get that, bro. I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that maybe a little more tasteful way of going at somebody would be more appropriate. You know what I'm saying? And not focusing on a person's handicap.
So you think it's okay to use it to play victim after they spread lies about someone?
You know what I mean?
I'm not. I'm not here to pick the bones out of something which I know nothing about. It's nothing to do with me, so I'm not saying anything regarding that. Let's just carry on and having a bit of fun, and by all means, do what UK does and use me as the butt of jokes, because I use other people and as a butt of jokes. But you see, that's what it is. It's all about having a bit of a giggle and a laugh.
Even though I did make a pretty shitty joke the other day myself.
Did you?
Oh, yeah, about the vegetable.
Oh, yes. I'm saying nothing else. Nothing than that. I actually did think it was funny, but it's like,
I've got a twisted sense of humor. I'm sorry.